The Dredge is one of the most unique killers in Dead by Daylight, not only because of its lore, but what it actually represents and how behavior has created it. So, in today's video, I will be showcasing some fun facts about the Dredge that have really interested me. So first of all, let's talk about the Dredge inspiration. According to the in-game lore, the Dredge is the manifestation of bad thoughts of a cult that was led by Otto Stamper, who ended up being later the mentor of the Doctor, Herman Carter. This fact right here is really interesting, because this means that it's very possible the Doctor's motivations to study the mind of the human come straight up from what he learned of the Dredge's existence, as maybe Otto explained to Herman in the past and he wanted to see it manifest in Larry's Institute. This is the second time that two killers are lore connected, as the first ones were the Oni and Spirit. But what is cooler is the Dredge's inspiration in real life. It's not a creature, it's not even a multitude of people in one. In real life, the Dredge is called an egregore, which according to Wikipedia, it is an occult concept representing a certain non-physical entity that arises from the collective thoughts of a distinct group of people. The fact that we have a killer based on something so occult and mysterious is really cool, and just proves how great the imagination of behavior is. And now, let's talk about its power. Did you know that the inspiration for the power is actually the Boogeyman? According to the developer interview that you can find in the description, they wanted to make a Boogeyman-inspired killer that made the safest places in Dead by Daylight, the lockers, as some of the most dangerous, just like a Boogeyman makes the underside of the bed as scary. In that same interview, they said that the reason as to why the Dredge glows and why the Nightfall is not as oppressive as they wanted it to be, it was because it would be a nightmare for new survivors and very easy for expert survivors. So if you have a locker or closet somewhere in your house, then make sure to like this video so the Dredge does not hunt you today while you sleep. Now, a fact that I will let you know right now is that Nightfall is confirmed bugged on the PTB, as the Dredge is not supposed to be that bright, and also Nightfall is supposed to make you not being able to see from a long distance. So on 7th of June, we will see how strong Nightfall in reality is. Now let's talk about the technical side of the Dredge. Did you know that it's composed of three different independent parts? The weapon hand, the body with the head, and the second hand. But curiously enough, according to the game files, these body parts are not called like that. The head of the Dredge, according to the files, is the body of the killer, and the second hand is actually called the head. That's why when you prestige this character, you get the second hand last instead of the head. Really curious. Another curious fact is the horse that falls from inside, the void in the lobby. The ones with great eyes will see that the horse is the same model as Maurice, the clown's horse, and it's because it's literally taken from Maurice. The developers made it fall to the left of the Dredge to hide the fact that it's burnt. If you check the in-game files of the Dredge, you will see that the horse head is part of the asylum map. A curious fact about the Dredge is that the perk called Darkness Revealed was nerfed on the PTB, as according to the previous leaks it was supposed to be 16 meters range instead of the final 8 we got, probably because this perk would be absurdly overpowered and guaranteed aura reading on almost any map. The Dredge is the third killer that references the survivor that comes on the same chapter. The first one is the Legion, since they met Jeff in the past and even painted their mural. The second is Trickster and Yunjin, and I believe it's obvious the connection. And now the Dredge has add-ons that directly reference Hadi Kaur. Can you guess what the Dredge and Michael Myers have in common? Well, the first thing that they both share is that they are both called It in their Adept achievement, as the Dredge is named It pronouns in-game, just like how the Shaped is named Nanit on the Adept achievement. The second thing in common is that they can both use a screwdriver and a kitchen knife as a weapon, as the Dredge uses both in the Mori animation, and Myers can buy them from the store if you have enough Auric cells. And that's about it. If you have any cool facts about the Dredge or anything from this chapter, then you can comment them down below. I hope you enjoyed this vid, and if you did, make sure to subscribe and like for more content like this. Also check out my Twitch channel in the description down below, and have a nice day!